Well, that was a movie, alright. What do you think?
Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Trash Brothers. So both of us saw the movie Beast, starring
Vijay. I've heard that this movie was pretty trash.
Yeah. So I heard it was really
I
trash.
heard it was really, really bad. I mean, some of my friends went and they said they were laughing throughout the whole movie and stuff. It was pretty bad. I'd say it was pretty bad.
So let me give you guys some context. We reacted to the song. I hated the song.
That song was horrible.
I hated the song so much. I don't know. I didn't think it was as bad as what everybody was saying, because everybody was shitting on it. They were saying it was the worst movie ever, blah, 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 blah. I didn't think it was as bad as people say it was.
That song was the best part of the movie. And that song was trash. For me, I didn't like the movie. I think it was better than what I thought it would be. I thought it was absolute garbage. But it was not good. It was definitely not a good movie, for sure. It was entertaining enough for me to watch it once. I would no way watch it.
Then it's not a bad movie if it's entertaining enough for watch it once. Then you have to say average.
Yeah, it's an average movie.
You said it was pretty bad.
Yeah, no, and I mean that. It's pretty bad, meaning I was barely able to watch the whole movie. Like, I felt super sleepy throughout some portions of the movie. And I wanted to sleep. It was not good. It was definitely not good. There's so much stuff that happened that just happened for no reason. The story doesn't feel coherent at all. Like, stuff just happens in some random order and the movie just drags on for way too long. Like, the whole ending portion with like the fighter jets and shit was so useless. Like, they could have ended the story after the whole mall hijacking stuff. They could have just ended it there. Like, him going to Pakistan, getting the leader back to India and all that shit is just that was bad.
That was terrible. It's not just that part. The first half was pretty entertaining to me. Apart from some scenes where I was like, yeah, that's not cool. You can't exaggerate it that much. But I liked it. I found it pretty entertaining. The audience was also interactive. The dialogues, everything. We were feeling it. We were laughing. I thought it was not that bad at all. But then the second half came and it was just it was
a snooze fest.
It was a terrible second half. Second half was really bad, but I feel like the first half was entertaining enough for it to be a decent movie. It wasn't that bad. Ending was shit. First half was good. I really liked the visuals on some of them. Some visuals were really good.
The movie looked good at times, and then other times it looked really poorly made.
In the first half, there were two scenes. He axed a dude's head, and it landed.
It flies like 500.
I hated that. And then the second one was the intermission scene. That was absolute bullshit. He went from some third floor to the second floor. I know they were just doing some random shit just to hype up the crowd or something. You didn't hype me up. That was shit.
The whole movie just made Vijay look really, really good, which is not a bad thing, but he didn't care about the side characters at all. It just felt like the movie was just made to make Vijay look really cool and like a one-man army. Like, the heroine was just there for like no reason.
That was random. Their love was so
random. It was just so random. It was just I didn't like that at all. Like, and none of the side characters were compelling, and I actually didn't like the acting at all. Like, the home minister and that chief guy
that home minister. Oh my god.
Those guys were so bad at acting.
We were waiting for that guy to die for so long, and then that old lady who kept talking. I calling him one G or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy when she got shot.
Also, there was one scene where like Vijay could have just ended the movie. Like, he locked the main guy in the door, and that guy just went inside the fridge and survived. He could have just shot him and ended the movie right there.
That is another scene that I didn't like that I didn't mention.
He could have ended the movie right there. The whole movie would have been done right there. That was even before the interval.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was a bad scene. That scene shouldn't even have been there.
It definitely shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. Those terrorists are the dumbest terrorists.
Yeah, no.
I would be a better terrorist. That was so bad.
I would be a better terrorist. Winner of 2020. Remember this. There was no stakes at all to the whole movie. It never ever felt like the civilians were ever in any sort of danger. Which, if you're trying to pull off a heist movie and say, okay, fine, these guys are hostages. These guys are being held hostage. You have to make it seem like they're in danger. These guys are happily conversing and shit.
Everybody was good. Home Minister and that villain was a piece of crap.
That was horrible.
Dude, that villain was ass, bro. He just died so easily. How was he a lead terrorist?
Yeah.
He can't even, I don't know. He hid in a fridge, survived just to get shot in 5 seconds. That was so dumb.
You know, there was that one scene where they put shields and he was, oh my god, that scene was so shit. Like, they shot like 500 bullets and then magically they show, the bullets will wait until they close the shields. That was so bad.
I mean, it looked amazing.
It looked really good, but holy shit.
But no logic.
There was no logic at all.
-5 logic.
Honest, my main complaint with the movie, stuff just happened without rhyme or reason. There was no proper coherence to the movie. It just happened like episodic events in the movie. Like, it just felt like a TV show, honestly. Like, it just happened. Like, the stuff I said about the shield and stuff, it just happened. And then move on to the next set piece, and the next set piece. It just happened. Nothing felt coherent at all. It felt like a bunch of different scenes stitched together rather than it flowing properly.
Alright, fine. So, to sum up what I thought about the movie, first half was really good.
Oh, it's really good.
I thought it was really good. Apart from some scenes where they just tried to make him look godlike, other than that, I thought the first half was pretty solid. But they threw that in the bin in the second half. It was so incoherent, definitely. In the second half, especially, actually, I just remembered what I was gonna say. You know some scenes where he comes, he gives some entrance, and then he shoots once, and then the scene's over. He came, in that hostage situation or whatever, when the Home Minister's wife and daughter were going somewhere. Yeah. He hit them with the car, and then that scene just ended, and he just started driving away, like nothing happened.
Oh yeah, he just drove away, like, yeah.
He just drove away, and then he was randomly scrolling through, having a conversation with, who was it? He was talking to somebody, and he was like, dude, you didn't even show the complete action scene, you just ended it right there.
They were trying to be smart with the whole, like, he was trying to have like a fake Bangladeshi identity or something. That was okay, fine. That was okay, fine. They had like a good part in the script, but then they threw it away.
Second half was not it, but first half I really liked. So I'm gonna have to say that's a decent movie, and I feel like it's an overhated movie. And I'm telling you honestly, I went in with I went in with expectations, but those expectations really dulled down when I saw the negative reviews. So I guess I was kind of biased in thinking that it would be shit, but it was not shit. I wouldn't say it was shit at all. If I look at the whole project, I thought it was a decent 6.
Yeah, I give it like a 5, 6 out of 10.
From Vijay and all the other cast, Vijay looked really good.
Really look cool. Well, that's
really cool. They focused too much on making him look cool.
Yeah.
Right, where they could have placed some more importance on some logical scenes. I mean, you know one thing? People were saying in the comments when I was reading the reviews, I was kind of reading through all the reviews, and everybody said there's no logic in any of the scenes, blah blah blah. And I thought, people thought there was no logic, all the reviewers, but the commenters, all the people who commented were like, oh, you can't just look at logic for every single scene in a movie, otherwise people would never be making movies. Like, there wouldn't be a wide diversity of movies if you look for logic and everything. And I was like, man, shut up, you guys are just trying to make up for the fact that the movie was shit. Yeah. You guys are just saying something. But once I saw the movie, I thought, yeah, okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. There was some logical scenes, don't get me wrong, but even in those scenes, I didn't think it was as bad as people told me it was gonna be. Everybody said that it was gonna be trash. I had people telling me that they walked out in the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't see any of that. Even somebody in the theater, we heard that they wanted to leave in the first half of the movie. I was like, what?
Yeah, the first half was good.
It was good.
It wasn't bad. In general, I thought the movie was it was entertaining. Like the second half made me want to sleep, but the first half, okay, fine. I was watching. I was engaged enough.
It was a good build. I was like, what the hell are people talking about? Once I saw the first half, I was like, why is this bad? This is good.
I thought, okay, fine. I was like, okay, fine. This is entertaining enough. I didn't know what people were saying was shit because 90% of Tamil movies are the exact same, like same exact formula.
Man, you don't even watch them.
I watched enough to say.
How many movies in Tamil have you watched?
Probably like 4 or 5. I think that's enough.
All Tamil movies, but I watched
In general, like
Man.
the same genre of Tamil movies. They do the same stuff. Mass masala movies. They do the same stuff.
They say Indian.
Yeah. They do the same stuff. And I thought it was entertaining enough. I didn't know why. It was so, like, people said it was so bad that they wanted to walk out and see.
I wouldn't say I hated it or whatever, but I was like, what the hell?
There's also, okay, fine. There's this one plot point which has gotten nowhere. Like, he has PTSD from killing a child and stuff in Jammu and Kashmir.
No, that's the reason he took up the mission.
Yeah, but that kind of went nowhere. That just kind of went unresolved, kind of. Like, it never was really expanded further upon.
But it's the reason he took up the whole
It's the reason it took up the whole thing, but I think
they didn't expand
it.
I guess.
That would have been a really good plot point to see how, like, maybe traumatized he was from actually killing a child or something.
Exactly. If they had shown Vijay's flaws,
Like,
the movie would have been actually really
it
good.
would have made him more compelling. Now he's just like a one-man army in this
He's
movie.
literally the final boss.
Yeah.
And it's
He went to this movie and basically it was a complete breeze throughout the whole movie.
yeah, he didn't even do it. Every time he bled, it was other people's blood.
Oh, yeah.
He got smacked with the back of a knife or a gun or whatever.
And he barely bled.
Oh, you didn't get any bruises.
He got one scratch on his eye.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it was a bit bullshit.
That was a bunch of bullshit. They could have made him get hit.
They could have made him more compelling. That's
Where's the emotional connect if you're just gonna have some final boss breathing through everything?
It's
normal
definitely overhated. I'd say there's no reason to hate it that much.
Definitely overhated, but it does deserve the
It
hate.
does deserve criticism. Like, it's not devoid of criticism.
For that final scene, how do you randomly end up in Pakistan by yourself and then you randomly pick up that guy, kill everybody, they have guns, you have a knife and you kill them and you move on and then you just put it on an airplane.
Guns in this
And
movie?
then the whole army chasing after you and 30 missiles after you. And then he put some, what is it? He launched some other missiles and that destroyed those missiles. Bullshit. You can't get away from heat-seeking missiles like that.
Guns in this movie are useless. They didn't do shit. The only person guns killed in this movie is that old lady. Vijay killed everyone with his knife, basically.
Good use of gun.
Yeah.
No, that was good gun scenes, but it was really, we just needed to see some sort of weakness from Vijay, which would have made it better.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It was a good movie overall. Solid 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10.
Solid 6 out of 10. It was a good movie. Second half had a lot of complaints. First half, not really that much. Definitely overhated. I mean, I think it just got overhated more because KGF came out.
KGF came out. I think it's like a horrible time to release these.
Yeah.
Because everyone's comparing it to KGF. See you guys next time.
See you guys later.
Yeah, that was a pretty good review, I feel.
I want to do a dance.